All right, Max, let's take a look at your
All right,
session
when you're ready.
at kicking. So we start with post drill, slight jab, drive step, plant step, swing through, follow through, shoulders to the target, ball pushed right. That was the very first kick of the day. And it's always a tough one mentally. It's like, can I be ready to kick it straight away? All right, so here's a little bit closer look at the one of the next balls that you hit. And slow mo, so we're going to get to see a little bit more of what exactly you're doing. Um, when you line that up, if you go back and take a look at that, you think you're directly behind it, but you're not. The ball's on the white stripe, you're on the gray stripe looking through. Not giant change, but one little thing, just trying to be as perfect as you can. Go back and really look at it and get behind the ball. All right. So your basic setup is fine, and we monkey around with angles and whatnot. I think you're probably in the right spot there, but as something that you want to kind of futz with as we looked at it, I'm trying to get that plant foot. Your plant is a little sloppy. Instead of being square to the target, it is always pushed right. So most of your balls will go a little right because your foot is trying to get through, and normally with that plant, so we watch right there, it's not all the way square, and now you hit inside, and here's, you'll notice that's a helicopter spin. All right, so this is the thing. If you notice right there, your step goes a little to the right instead of towards the target. Keep everything in line with the target. Now plant, swing through. This is where that ballerina foot, your knee is not first. Your knee is sideways right there. You lose power and you're losing that third eyelet, and you run the risk of hitting the inside part of the foot, which creates that hook spin, that helicopter spin going left. Okay? So again, another time, let's take a quick look at this. So again, stepping forward. All of this, your approach is good, arm swing, hitting against an arm, but you can see you're kind of crunched. You see the shape your body takes? Instead of being taller through the swing, you end up bending your back and coming through. That steals power. And again, for you, your size, your weight, your strength, you've got good leg speed, you've got a good leg snap and flexibility. But what you're doing is that's why, in part, you're cutting off your follow through, is because, in essence, your nose is over the ball. It's kind of the old school thing, hey, keep your nose on the ball, right? Your head down. It's not really that way. You're not going to lose sight of the ball. I want you to be a little taller into the kick. And if you take a look at, uh, Brandon Aubrey and whatnot, take a quick look at him, and you'll see that he's very tall in the kick and gets tremendous power in what seems so very, very smooth. So let's take one more look at this. That knee of yours, you end up using way too much of your leg when you need your butt, your abs, your hammies, all that stuff in here. You can see how that foot comes sideways, kind of soccer pass like,
Okay.
and that's stealing a lot of power that you could have. But I like, when you finish here, your shoulders stay to the target. So, there's a number of things here that are right. Maybe a little lean there to the right, but you're on the right approach. All right. So now we went to a one step, and the reason I did one step is just to focus on one thing, trying to get that ballerina foot to make that contact. You can even see though there that your plant is facing right. This ball goes right. Your shoulders square up, but by the time your kicking foot gets to that ball, right there, boom, it's moving right. And look at the follow through. The follow through is only half your body when you've got more flexibility than that. And that means you can get more power. So you can see this little crunch, that's what we call it, when your body makes that kind of L shape. So you can take this step and lean now a little back while your eyes are on the target to allow your leg swing to be longer and taller. You are really close to getting this right, but again, there's so much of your inside of the foot. See that sideways? That shouldn't be sideways. That should be, I should be seeing your shoelaces. Right now we go with no ball at all, okay? And it does, obviously, any kind of thing to hit against is going to affect us. But with no ball at all, our swing is cleaner, and boy, look at your follow through. Can we get more of that? You're taller here, not completely, but taller. There's no ball in your way, and your head comes up right away. That's okay. Look at this. Your toe is up to the lights there. That'd be neat if that was more the norm. And now we get to the kickoffs, and that's where all of this sort of compacts. You end up crunching more, punching more, and you're wondering why I can't get to 50. Well, you dang well can get to 50. Maybe you'll even get to 60 if we can, again, lean back. Your approach to this is great. Here comes the plant. Plant is short again. Here's that side step, that first one. Yep, you mishit. We hit the tee more than the ball, and we push it off to the right. The good news for you is when you're going to miss, you're basically missing right, and it's all now, as I look at this, it's mostly your plant, which doesn't allow your hips to get through so that you can really get more power, more whip to get this ball down, straight down the hash. On your steps, you know it's 7 yards. Don't worry about the paces. Just get back 7 yards from the ball. Now take your foot over and be ready to go. And remember, we talked about walking the circle. It's nice to be able to hide your kickoffs directionally where you're going to go. And since you are going to need to be a directional kicker, you need to get mastery of that where that spot is right there. Can you walk a circle around the ball and always get to the ball? Like right now, move 8 yards over to the right, but walk it in a circle and see if you can kick all the way over to the left. Do you get to this right spot, the same spot? That's what I'm talking about. All right. So we walk, run, attack. This is all good. This is nice and smooth. So you're still walking. And now you're going to go downhill. Here comes the run. And now instead of being able to go with reckless abandon, which you've got your steps down, but right now we're going to crunch and punch. And that, look at that follow through is even shorter than the field goal, right? So this isn't a bad hit, but there's not much power left for you to get this ball higher and further than what you just hit. So again, if we can get your foot to be more of that ballerina foot so that you've got a better striking position, it'll also mean that your foot is in a better position to make it go high. Now we do the drill with the soccer ball, which is, again, a drill you can keep doing over and over. Risk making a big, giant blunder, right? This is the first ball you hit that really is sort of hooking to the left. And it's because you get a little bit more reckless abandon. Now we put the football in there. Guess what? Pretty good hit. Pretty good hit because you're more aggressive into it, and a little draw, a little hook going to the left. Soccer ball again. Can we kick the snot out of this ball with the proper form? So I like all the things that you're doing here, except right here. Plant short, not a very big backswing, side swipe punch, and a little too much bend in the back. All of that stuff collectively is stealing probably an easy 5 yards from your kickoff, and maybe as much as 10. Because I think what ends up happening to get the extra 5 is you'd have a better foot contact position, and you'd have more pop in the ball, and off it goes. So weights, 8, more flexibility, better form, better contact all the way through, more consistent, but doing what you can do. Well, so it's like that backswing was not very big. Get into the pool, go on the side of the pool, bring your leg all the way out of the water to the back, and see your toes on the other side of the water when you're like waist high in the pool with resistance, and just being able to get your body to move that way. That's not a bad way to screw around in the summertime.
All right,
And
good.
the last one here you get to see it from 3/4 view, and again you'll see how this is just a punch, and so all the energy that you're going to put into this kick is only going to stop right at the punch. There's nothing really in the follow through that's going to mean anything other than as we look at it, it tells us what happened before. So you attack it well, arm swing fine, but here comes the punch, and boy, it's only a foot and a half off the ground, and we're down. Look how much energy. That's neat. If we can make you Mason Crosby with a real swing, look out. You're on the right track here. Just got to change that foot position mostly.